how you doing? I'm Steve Lennon, and today I want to talk to you about being able to purchase a house being a W-2 employee. Now, W-2 employee is someone who basically works for another person, receives a W-2 at the end of the year, and basically gets a paycheck stub, once every 2 weeks or once a month or once a week, and basically works for somebody else. There are certain requirements that are needed in order to get loan approved under a W-2 type employment. And I wanted to go over those items so that you can have those ready for us when you're ready to get fully loan approved. So I'll go ahead and just go through the list and tell you what you're going to need. And then all you have to do is just gather all that documentation and make sure that when you fax it over to us, all you have to do is make sure that you fax it and you don't roll pages into the other pages. And fax it to us. We'll have all the documentation that comes in. And then we can analyze your situation and get you fully approved very, very quickly. It's really great to be efficient and get things done up ahead of time and have all this documentation ready so that we can help you along the way and get you to a place where you have that full loan approval, which gives you power to be able to buy a house against others right now in today's market. So I'll go ahead and go over the list, and then when if you have any questions, you can always give us a call, and we'll help you define what else you may need or what you may need to replace the items that you think you don't need, or you don't have, should I say, and then we can go from there. So this business is an ebb and flow. There are certain requirements that are needed, and what my point is sometimes we can replace one item with another item, or we can get the underwriter to offset one issue with another issue. So things that we can work around different things, but these are the basic items that we need in order to get you approved. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need your driver's license, a copy of that. We're also going to need a Social Security card and or a passport. So we're going to need some form of ID that we can go ahead and have a copy. Now make sure the copy is something that we can actually see, the photograph, because they want to know that the actual person can be seen and it is a person. So this idea of having what we used to call a state income loan or a liar loan, those days are gone. We're basically going back to the days when I first started 25 years ago, where we basically have to document items and things, okay? So that's the first thing we need. Also, we need to have your home address and employment history for the last 24 months. They like to see people working in the same line of work for 24 months or more. If you happen to be a teacher or you're in a profession and you're going to school, there are ways in which we can go ahead and document that, and we can show proof that you were working towards your profession, and that will be sufficient enough to cover the 2 years or more. So another thing we need is we need your obviously your name, your address, your phone number, any current landlord information or management company information, and any previous landlords for any place that you've lived for the last 2 years. And if you can gather all that stuff covering 2 years, then we can go ahead and get what's called a confirmation that you basically paid somebody else for rents for the last 2 years. Other thing that we're going to need a copy of your federal tax returns and your W-2s for all schedules for a 2-year period. So 2 years. So right now, for example, we would need 2007 and 2008. We would need W-2s, the year-end statements called a W-2, and we'd also need your tax returns for those 2 years, all pages. So another thing that we're going to need is a most recent pay stub that would cover a 30-day cycle. Now, when we get you approved up front, we're going to get you approved, and when we get you approved, we may come back, we will come back more than likely and ask you for an updated pay stub. So be smart and just keep all your pay stubs so that when we ask you, you'll have them ready and you'll be able to bring them over to us. Now, if you're getting either child support from somebody or you're having to pay out child support, we're going to want to know that. And if you're receiving child support, we're going to want to know it either in the divorce decree and or some child support documents from the court stating that you're getting a certain amount of child support. And also, your bank statements will show many times that in your bank statement, we'll see the same sum every single month, and you'll be able to tell us that that happens to be the support, child support, or alimony support payments. So we have to have that for 3 years or more of continual income coming in. So that's why we ask for that documentation to show proof of that. We're also going to want 2 months bank statements and of all pages, basically showing how much money you have in your bank and also your cash flow, so we can show so that you have supported income to be able to make the payments based on what you qualify for. Okay. If you get online statements and you print those out, we can have those and use those, but make sure that your name's on there, your account number is on there, your address is on the statement that you print out on the online statement, and also the account number and maybe a bank logo. Now, if it's not on there, we're going to want you to go and order later on, order those actual statements from your bank, the actual original statements. So if we need those, we'll let you know, but in the meantime, just go ahead and do the printouts. If you have any assets, if you have money saved, you have a 401k, if you have an IRA, if you have investments, things like that, we're going to want to know what those investments are, so we can show proof that you have other, what's called liquidity. Anything that can be deemed sold within 30 days, and you could have cash just in case you come into some hard times and you need to make your housing payment. So not that we're going to do that, we just want to know it for qualifying purposes for the underwriter, okay? And then, so we got the 401k, we got all that kind of stuff. If you're getting a Social Security income, we want to get the award letter, Social Security award letter. Also for disability, the same thing. If you have a disability letter and you receive disability income, we're going to want to get that award letter for that as well, okay? And then, let's see here. If you're, we don't need that, we don't need that, and we don't need that. So for a purchase, we have just given you all the items that you're going to need to be able to show proof that we can get you into a position where we can get you fully loan approved and get you onto the way for starting to look for a property, getting a property, and basically getting yourself approved and getting a property of your choice for the best deal. Now, once you gather all that information, go ahead and gather it, put it together, give us a call. You can call us at 909 area code 895-4074. And once again, that is 909 area code 895-4074. And if you would just go ahead and do that, or just from the email below, email us back, and we'll help you and assist you on the way. And we'll get you loan approved, fully loan approved up front, and get you to a place where you can have the power to be able to get the property you want under the conditions you want, under the best conditions. And we'll see if we can save you all kinds of money as well, get the seller pay for closing costs, or perhaps the REO company. All the different things that we do on our side to make it easy for you. Now, if you do your homework up front, you're going to discover that things will move extremely fast, efficient. You'll be able to have the time on your side to be able to look and find the property you want in a timeline, and have in a timeline that's comfortable for you. And know that you're going to be able to have be in a situation where you will be able to be in control rather than be pressured and stressed out from not having that all the things done up front. So I'll look forward to talking to you, and enjoy your day. Take care.